All right, everyone. Welcome to the 2024 Santa Cruz Masters Cup. You got Shasta, Criss, Nate Perkins. First, we got to shout out our sponsors, Interactive Resources, OTB Discs, Disc Zone, Whirlwind Disc Golf, Bill's Flying Discs. All right, we got Andy Miranda, a Tascadero. Kid still in high school, Shasta.
Yeah, he's a AM winner at this tournament a few years back.
Got Chandler Fry. Long time
vet. Look at that low PDGA number, 25,000.
Ezra Robinson, honestly, one of the top 20 players on the DGPT right now.
Yeah, making his first trip out to California. We're lucky to have him.
Jacob Blair, Scotts Valley. It's just up the road from De La.
Definitely a De La local. Scotts Valley is Santa Cruz for sure.
All right, so we're starting off round one. We're going all longs for round one here at De La. Then we're going over to Pinto. Then we're coming back to De La. So a little bit of a different Masters Cup vibe this year, Shasta.
For sure. A lot of time we play 3 rounds of the same layout. We're playing 3 totally different layouts for this year.
And I love watching Andy Miranda throw.
Yeah,
kid is just butter.
Amazing form. I remember I was so impressed the first time seeing him out here play when he won the AM Masters Cup a few years back. And I'm proud to have him as a new teammate with DGA this year.
It's a good pickup.
Very much.
It's hard to throw this one high enough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely very necessary. I always call it by tier. There's almost like 7 different tiers to get up to this long basket with all the retaining walls and layers and.
Oh, there's the skip. Come on. And that's what happens when you just have that like raw power too, to just get up there. That was low and still climb the hill.
That's really how they get up there with the line drives. Because if you get it too high, there's a lot of branches that are going to grab you. Ooh, there's a backdoor route. He might have a little look, but probably just a pitch around.
Yeah, a lot of pop there from Jacob.
These guys are just trying to... Oh, like I said, he might get a little look there.
Oh, he definitely had the window. And we're putting on the Mach 7 this weekend. A little change up from the Mach X, but I think it's a pretty welcome change. It's got a nice... They catch nice.
Yeah.
When the putt's pure.
It's an attractive basket. You hit them in the middle, they catch. That's what you want, right?
They got a good sound, too. You know,
agree.
the Mach X catches well, but it's got that dud sound.
Muffled.
These have that nice, like, ching when you get that good catch.
I definitely like that about them. The chains ring across the course a lot louder.
Yeah, Ezra's really found his rhythm over the past couple seasons. Really, middle of last year, he just kind of started to tear it up after watching his brother win a major and then win Worlds. I mean, I honestly feel like Ezra could be the better brother in the end of things.
I mean, he's kind of the one trending right now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty awesome thing to watch. I don't think we've ever had anything like it in disc golf. I know the Jeff and Johnny Lissaman from a couple of decades plus ago, but that was a whole different game back then.
It says 270, Shasta. How hard is this on hyzer?
I would say this elevation gain adds at least 100 feet. It's a 370-foot shot at least, and it's a very particular angle to get there.
See, Ezra and Andy both went inside there. Chandler going to try and correct on that, and that's the other miss, just too flat, too wide. Jacob's almost looking high here. Nope, still goes with the wide route and just a little too inside. Caught the same branch Ezra did.
That's what you want, though. You want to be just kissing that inside line with a nice line drive to be able to get the angle to access this pin. He got a little lucky to get that window there to have an approach.
I think he did, and this is what we're missing on the tour, Shasta, is the slow speed scrambling.
For sure. De La will force you to have angle control and speed control on your upshots, or else you're going to get De La'd all day. See, right? Oh, there.
That's a little lucky,
Honestly, that's one of the steepest slopes out there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't respect this green, you can definitely roll out of the park.
For sure. I think it would be a lot more treacherous of a green if it wasn't the second hole. People are a little bit getting their bearings. It's De La, and they kind of just want to, if they don't have a look inside the circle, they're mostly just trying to look for a par on this one. You're not losing any ground that way. Yep, birdies on these first couple are definitely a little bit on the bonus side out here. All right. Oh, look at this. That's a cool little matchup. That's what good form looks like. All right, the infamous hole 3. One of the few locations at De La that has one location. There's either the straight down the middle like this drone is flying, or a lot of players will do a nice out to the left forehand shot. It's like Ezra's taking a slow disc straight down the middle.
Yeah, he likes the putter. That's breaking over a little much. Oh, but gets a nice little Kareem back.
Yeah,
into the
getting
circle.
past that will give you a putt. If you get trapped behind it, you won't.
That's just such a clean throw. I mean,
Yes.
his footwork, he's just so balanced and
Such
timing
nice
is-
tempo.
Mhm. A little more aggressive from Chandler and just gets over on top of it a bit.
Jacob skies this one way in the air. That'll give him a circle's edge look, though.
And 2 meter rule back in play, right?
Oh, yeah. And the trees are thick. We've had another really high, a lot of rain this offseason. And you probably could notice just from the terrain, everything's very green. The oak trees are regrowing right now, so they're extra thick. Definitely hats off to all the De La locals who stepped in for all the maintenance that was needed to get done. A few weeks ago, this course was looking kind of like a jungle. It's amazing how much work was done to get it looking in pristine condition for the Masters Cup. Our crown jewel event since 1986.
86.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom Schott just mentioned that today. Or
Oh, that's a tough 3-putt right there. This is the most grass I've seen at De La, hands down.
yes, it's kind of, we had 2 years in a row with a lot of rain, so it really let the grass establish more than it has, and as long as I can remember, honestly. And with that, we have a lot of poison oak too. Once you get off the sides.
This is the forehand roller ace hole. What do we
This
got,
is it.
Shasta?
This is hole
that
4.
still the play? Is the forehand roller still the play? What do you like?
People still do forehand. I honestly, the airspace on this hole above that halfway point guardian trees, I'm just trying to get a flat hyzer up and get 3/4 of the way down and get a par. There was a window that was a little bit open, but it's closed up with these oak trees growing on the right, where you could actually flex a drive all the way there, but it's not an option anymore. But forehand roller, a forehand. This is not a birdie hole. This is a try to get as far down the fairway you can, and definitely a bonus bird. Oh wow!
Oh, he tugs on it, but he finds a little window. That might work out.
That's actually the flex window I was talking about, saying it's not there anymore because you have to throw it so high like that. But
Oh, and that's still coming up a little short.
yeah, that's at the short pin. You'll take that. Actually, it's an easy par from there.
Oh, it's gonna hit it. Oh, that misses that.
That's-
Yeah.
You really have to challenge that dead tree to get anything down there, and it's just right in the line.
It's stable. Yep.
That is
There we go.
clean. And just cross your fingers. Hope it hits
Exactly.
the ground at this point. Needs to miss it.
Oh, a little kiss.
Wow, I feel like a chump now. What the heck?
Call this right-handed.
Oh.
All right. Man, this is a...
Oh, what are you doing?
Ezra.
What's going on
He's
here?
going lizard and snake.
Okay.
Unprecedented move.
Leave it right where you found it. Cool. Alright.
He's
I'm
like,
keeping an eye on it. for a little
he's
while.
like, please don't mess with the nature. It's our resident gopher snake. Trying to mitigate our gopher problem out here. He's got some growing to do. He's got some gophers to catch. I think I might have saw that guy actually in my round today.
I
So
saw him on Friday.
nice.
Ezra wanted it.
Yeah.
That's
Once you go a little long there, you see that
that's
branch
not
comes
that
into play.
easy.
No. Once you get about 25 feet past the pin, the par putts are very low ceiling. Nice putt by Chandler.
Yeah, that's a big birdie. That's a bonus
Yep,
bird.
That is. It really is.
Jacob coming in there. See what he's got. He's got to go over the branch.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Look at that awkward stance. Great putt.
Yeah, that definitely.
He made that
gets-
look easy, but that was...
No, and it definitely got in the way of his
See, you can-
type of putt too. He kind of had to deliver it from the chest.
You could tell from his smirk. He knew how tricky it was.
About as close as you're going to see someone putt from for birdie.
Right, and he crashes in those trees, and they are, yeah, very fortunate to be on the ground putting for birdie and not 2-meter putting for par.
All right, so holes 5 and 6 are back in there this year, and this is I've never seen this position actually.
Yeah, this
kind
is
of
a
tent
new
basket.
It is. We messed with this, I think, in maybe one of the Odyssey challenges or something. Yeah, it's kind of a.
It's a big shot. It
It
says
really
402.
is.
It feels like 460,
And
and you
it's-
got to go around the tree somehow.
And there's these low-hanging branches here on the left that just really guard anything coming in from that side without a really low ceiling.
Oh, he's going roller. I love
I
this.
think this is actually the only way to get there. Just a little too straight. Wow. That's
Easily had the distance.
outside the circle long.
Yeah. Oh, this would be huge.
Yeah, it's 402, but it's playing.
Does he have that?
It's a
Okay.
That's a 450, 470 forehand right there
To
up
par-
that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 different shots. And it shows you, A, how much power Andy has, but B, just how difficult it is to get into the circle here.
It is. They all did a good job not just avoiding that right side because it's really hard to scramble from over there. Wide open on the left. Yeah. This is a very safe bid to give, though. It's one of the safer putts you're going to see at Daylaw.
Hmm. Oh, I thought it helped it into it.
Right. Yeah.
Little purple powder coat.
Right. Well, looks like we're going to have a par frame
frame.
hole. This is how it was for all the MP40 guys, too. We were kind of all like, I don't think really anybody's going to be birdieing this.
Yeah, I feel like there's
We had
maybe
one,
a handful of birdies total on the weekend here.
Right. Definitely for open, there's a lot more distance. But it's guarded. As you see, the two guys who got there, they didn't have much with that branch hanging down. Now, here we go. Hole 6. Now we're coming back down the hill towards the road. This one has some trouble. Right behind the basket is OB Road, and then to the right with these flags is another little OB retention area.
This one's straightforward, but it is tough.
It is. We're as you can see, it's very calm, which makes this shot a lot more attackable without. It usually comes into a headwind.
Oh, get back in
all
there.
right.
It did.
Probably not
Found
going to have
it.
much of a look there, but at least he's safe.
It's just ever so slightly downhill, and if you get the angle wrong at all, that's what happens. It just
Right.
exaggerates it at the end of the flight, and then you have a tester putt as you're out there at 55. I like this play if you have the distance.
Yep, this is a very, as you can see, the airspace is wide open this way. Oh. Yep, the curb.
Just
Curb's your
enough
friend.
for the curb to stay.
Oh, and I'm good too. Yeah, this is safe for sure.
Cool, just for asphalt.
We're both.
If this holds this is what you're looking for. Oh, yeah.
Keep gliding. Yeah.
Yeah.
C1.
Normally this time of year, that would be sliding right up to the pin, but as you can see, it's lush. The grass has grown so much.
There's enough of a ditch there that it's almost a safe run.
Yep. It's, I think with all the rain, the ditch is actually, it's a little bit more established, like the lip right now, than maybe in years past.
Okay.
The runoff, all the dirt in there kind of got washed away.
And those are the little nuances I love about De La. Like, that's what it matters. Whether or not
It
there's
really
a little
does.
ditch there or not to keep you from going
Yeah.
on the road. It's
Because some years that lip isn't really as pronounced, but I've been noticing that it's, yeah, and it's because all the water that was washing through.
there we go. That's the stroke
Yeah.
he's looking for.
Way to capitalize on that great shot. It was about circle's edge putt there.
Steven, you got to go behind me now.
Yep.
Miranda.
Running back. Miranda's putt. Yeah, I would say circle's edge for sure. Straight at the OB.
Yeah.
Nice clean look and making up for that 3-putt earlier. And hole 7. This is one of the holes I just think of when I think of De La Viega.
Yeah.
And it's just, it takes a pure shot
It really
to
does.
get into the circle here. A lot of people are throwing mid-range, something that glides out. Hitting dead tree, kicking left, and that's a tricky up
Yeah.
and down for par.
Kind of depends on where he lands. He might have it's going to be a long way from the pin, but he might have a lot of airspace to get there from there.
It's just so fickle. Chandler almost had it, but just barely on top of it.
Yeah, you really have to challenge this overhanging oak, and he just drops right below it. This is beautiful.
And now he's got a decision
Yeah.
to make, honestly.
That's about circle's edge. This is De La on the longs. Sometimes a really good shot is going to give you a circle's edge putt with that you have to, give a very committed putt to, because it's what, people love to call a death putt.
Oh, just in front. That needs to slow down. That's 40 feet back up the hill. This is, I would say, probably the touchiest shot you can have on the course is trying to get close to this one.
Chandler uses the little backstop there.
Yeah.
That was favorable. Yeah, definitely. Speed control is so important. And when you're landing, there's a little crest of a slope too that can speed you up if you land on. But if you land short of it, it slows you down. All right. Drew to save his par.
All right, Ezra's actually inside here. Oh, a little timid on
Yeah.
that one. Looking at the slope.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
I know this is his first time out here, so these are De La's a special place like that. You get some putts that aren't really that comfortable looking at what's looming behind.
Yeah, it's hard to get off to a hot start here. I think that
Yes.
we're kind of moving into some holes that are a little bit more scoreable. where you really have to start, getting into a rhythm here.
I agree.
All right, Shasta. What do you like on hole 8? 350, plays closer to 300, little OB deep.
This is actually kind of one of the holes that whenever I think of home and think of De La, I think of hole 8. It's always been in this location, one pin. It really is a very controlled, straight downhill shot. Whatever your favorite disc is, it's a perfect straight aftershock for me. These guys are probably either throwing a putter or mid.
Oh, nice little lift. Oh, that's going to help it.
Yeah.
That helped it.
Yep.
That might have been fading left. Oh, A2.
And this one's got a lot of hard pan, so it's a lot of time the best shots are landing maybe 50 feet short and just scooting right up to the pin. Kind of like that.
Yeah, as you said.
It's going to be a look.
That was clean.
Yep. Chandler just nestling up there for his par.
Oh, yeah, Jacob C1 here. Ooh, pulled that. Yeah, back. Another strong putt.
Yeah, he converts the framed up putt there. I know that one well. It's a very common spot to land over there on the right.
This hole hasn't changed much over the years, has it?
It really hasn't. The acacias that are growing on the right will change a little bit. They get
Okay.
taller and skinnier and sticking out, but no, it's one of those shots. It's actually my gauge to see how my aftershocks are flowing.
Oh, nice.
Like that hole. I know it so well. I can kind of see what.
We're going to get another look at this redirection here. I felt like this A2 was stabling up, and then bing.
Right. Wow.
Oh, we got you,
that was
Ezra.
the cypress branch he hit.
We got you.
Yeah, that was a low tap.
Yep. Here we are, formerly 8A. We're calling it hole 9.
Course number
this
9.
Year. Yeah. It's touchy. Don't go too far right.
No, this is one thing about De La is our some of our shortest 200-foot holes have some of the most danger on the whole course. So they're very good score separation holes. You throw a great shot, you're going to get a birdie, but if you hit early tree, bogey's most definitely in play, sometimes even more.
Yeah, we've definitely seen retees on this hole.
Yeah, that would be to the left of the basket, but right of the tee here. It's, as you can see, that's a steep canyon.
We got 3 turnover and scoots. That's I
Right.
would say the most common play. Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
go 4 for 4 on the turnover scoot.
This is the highest percentage shot here. Missed
Oh,
up.
that's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah,
A little
that's-
wide out of the hand there.
It was a little wide. If he missed that, he would have been parked.
And this is where it just, when you lay that up for par here, it stings.
It does.
You know, it's such a short hole. You feel like you should get it.
Ooh,
Ooh.
just enough. No doubt. All right. Starting to chalk up some birdies on the birdie stretch here.
This one kind of goes down off the ring. Oh, it was nubs that almost
Yeah,
kept
it was like
out.
nub chain,
Yeah.
spin up. Yeah. Got a lot of action. Counts.
This one was typically in this straight position. I feel like they added this position.
This is one of the newer positions we've had. It's
Yeah.
probably been
3 or 4 years
at
now?
least, yeah. Somewhere around there. But it's worked out to a really nice one. And it keeps it more away from the next tee. Because The other pin is just outside the circle from the other tee pad, which is a little bit
another
awkward. Wow.
love tap for Robinson.
Yeah. This is how De La is, man. You're playing good. Sometimes she'll give you love. He's throwing good shots and then just getting the extra little bonus.
Yeah, no, both of those were good. It was just, it might have not had a putt there, and now it's parked.
Yeah, it's parked. Right. This could be
hold
great.
that turn. That's money.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, look at that flying in. That was a cool view, and the check up there. I do like the forehand here. If you can get in front of that back wall.
Yeah, and there's these logs. Oh. Like I said, there's stuff over there that keeps the disc from skipping down. It's a little bit counterintuitive to be throwing a forehand down this right slope, but there's a lot of stuff to grab you there.
That's going to run away from him a little bit.
Oh, is this Jake up in there? Oh, where did that miss?
Did that hit low? I couldn't tell either.
Whoa.
And Chan actually out there at 35. He's good for it.
Good job. You want to capitalize on that beautiful drive. Nice comebacker for Drew. Good to see the guys having a good time, smiling and chatting with each other.
Ezra's on a pretty good pace now.
Yeah. He's playing De La Viega very comfortably for his first time out here. I mean, no surprise. He's proving to be one of the best players in the world right now, and I know where he comes from down there in Georgia. There's probably, these gaps are looking pretty big.
Yeah, you got to be pure with the slow speed plastic out here.
Right.
Ezra certainly has that.
And he's just throwing too good of shots to get any of that, the teeth that are famous for De La.
What do you think he's going to throw here? You think he's going to go mid up the middle and kind of just let it bleed late?
This one has about 4 different lines. You can kind of pick. Yeah, there's several forehand lines. You can go up the middle, flex forehand, out wide left. He looks like he's taking the straight down the middle.
Yeah, I think he's going to go
Probably a little hyzer flip up.
This is
late
nasty.
flip.
Oh, and it flipped just a little too quick on him.
Hopefully that didn't kick. I don't think it kicked in the road, but it can.
Oh, Chan going low flex forehand. That would probably be the last shot I would expect him to.
From Chandler, right?
Right?
Yeah.
I do like that play.
I think the miss has least repercussions than a backhand miss, because a lot of times if you throw a backhand and you hit the left side, it kicks you so bad left that it's something you don't really. Good thing that was soft. Imagine Jacob's taking the wide forehand gap. Oh, the inside one.
Inside. I think he was intending to go wide there, and that's a little day love.
I think so too, but that is actually, people do take that line. But with his power, I imagine he was taking the outside line. Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, it's a good pickup.
These guys tapping in their pars there. Jacob picking up the birdie.
So we're playing 24 out here at De La today. So we've got one more hole on this front 12 for you guys. And it's a doozy.
It's a doozy. It's one of the, I would say, in the top handful of hardest holes out here on the course.
Yeah, I would agree. Top 5 here. 369 dead straight, and there's one little branch that kind of curls into the line. You have to go either above it or right below it. There it is.
Yes.
The little.
It's like the little elbow of the hole. But that honestly makes this hole. It keeps you honest on the ceiling. You can't. If you throw high, you have to throw really high. But what makes this hole so tough is if you can't get more than halfway, the scrambling is so difficult to get par back there. Well, it's a better side to kick to for Ezra there.
Yeah, both of them just a little right out of the hand. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a fine line, you know. It's maybe 10 feet across.
Definitely one of the more honest lines you have to hit. There's not much room for error. Look, he doesn't have much here. He's picking one of these. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
was
not
really
much
off
easier
balance.
from where he's going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just now noticed Andrew's shoes. He's playing in the old school slip-on Vans.
That's his style.
Wow.
Yeah. When you're
It matches
smooth, you don't.
It really.
Yeah,
I
when you're
love it.
smooth, you don't have to tie your laces.
Yeah. And in De La, actually, the D-pads are really extra grippy. We have a very aggressive tread on our pad, so I can see why you don't necessarily need the tread on your shoes. Beautiful up by Chandler. See, he got far over in the left, which really opens up the upshot. Ezra's kind of stuck in the middle here, where this is actually really smart. Plus a little bonus love tap. He was just laying it out to about a 25-footer because that was his highest percentage. That actually.
That was for bogey.
That was for bogey.
Yeah, that's a tough hole here for Jacob. You know, that shot from Ezra, that's something that's not everybody has. Not everybody has that. He's got that like extra uncanny ability to like kind of jump putt out on an angle, like just with the wrist, really, not even a jump, just with the wrist.
What impressed me even more was the decision to actually pitch it where he did.
Go left.
That's very counterintuitive to do that shot.
Yeah.
But it was a very high percentage to give himself an inside the circle putt.
Yeah.
Which
you're saying he's playing for like 25 left.
Right. And that was like something, as playing on this course my whole life, I learned that after messing it up many times, and him his first time is making that decision. It's, shows what a great golfer and on the fly making good decisions like that.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on this local route production of the Santa Cruz Masters Cup. That's a wrap on the front 12, and stay tuned for the back 12 here at De La Viega.
We got affiliated.